Morning.
Morning, Sayadaw.
Okay, let's start again. So, Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. So last week we finished the 18 abhavatthana for the bodhisattva. So atarasa abhavatthana nina ubedi. So bodhisattva enlightenment being never approach or never be born, never will be born in those 18 places. So those are we already finished. And next one is here. So Chadaso Buddha Bhumiyo. Chadaso Buddha Bhumiyo. Buddha Bhumi, so ground of the Buddha or the feet of the Buddha. So actually here also, even though we see Buddha, actually it refers to the Bodhisattva. It refers to the Bodhisattva. So those are here. So Yajima, Yaja Ima, Osaho, Omen, Osaho is 1, Omengo 2, Awitanan 3, and Hitachariya 4. So these 4 are called the Buddha Bhumiya, Buddha Bhumi. So, and okay, so Dahi Samanagado Hodi endowed with these 4. So that are, so of these 4, so Osaho, Wiri, and Wodan, here Osaha means effort. Osaha means effort, no problem. But so if we find in the dictionary the word Omega, so here I click Omega, you see outlack or unlucky, or one who has gone for right path. So one who has gone for right path, maybe so a little bit different meaning, but here, so Omengo Banya Wojidi, you see, Omengo Banya Wojidi. Omega here refers to Banya. And the Awitana also, if we find in the dictionary, a little bit different, aimless. But that Omega here, so Adetana, determination. And also Hida Jariya, so Hida is benefit or useful thing. So Jariya means practicing for the benefit thing. So that means here, Midda Bhavana. Midda Bhavana. So about these 4 in the so great canonical of the Buddhas written by the Mingon Sayadaw. So Sayadaw explains about that one. Bhumi, so Bhumi is so great proximate cause of the Buddha to be the Buddha. So these Bhumi literally means so Bhumi or ground of the Buddha or feed of the Buddha, but it means so great causes, great important causes to be the Buddha. So that is Utsaha, Viriya, another one is Banya, and that one is Adetana, and the last one is here Midda Bhavana. So that one, those are widely explained in the Sayadaw's book. Here I found one, website is so Western Library. So westernlibrary.org. So in that book here, So, part 1, part 2, part 3. So we can read the whole, that great canonical of the Buddha. Here then also you see, great canonical of Buddhas by, so Banura Mingon Siaroji. So in that one also, actually, so we can find, but just find and not found yet. So Abhinihara, great aspiration, that one we already learned. So Abhinihara, great compassion and skill in ways and means. So Mahakarunika. See here, Buddha Bhumi, you see. So 4 grounds for the Buddhahood. 4 grounds for Buddhahood. So those are, the first one is Usaha, endeavor. It is the endeavor for the fulfillment of the perfections, the sacrifice and the practices, Barami, Jaga, and the Jariya. So to fulfill those Barami, Jaga, and Jariya, so the enlightenment being must have great effort, endeavor. That is Usaha, one ground of the Buddhahood. And the second one, Omega. Omega here. So translation is higher intelligence. Higher intelligence. So it is skillful ways and means of Ubaya Kosala Jnana. So already mentioned above. So okay, mentioned above. Those are great comments. So here skill in ways and means. That is Ubaya Kosala Jnana, you see. Ubaya Kosala Jnana. So Mahaguru Ubaya Kosala Jnana in the next previous one also widely explain about that one. Okay, so a little bit dizzy. I make you dizzy. So just showing the reference, so you can read it widely in that website. So Bodhisattva. Here, Ubaya Kosala Jnana. So you see here, Ubaya Kosala Jnana. It is wisdom which is skilled in doing deeds of merit, such as dana, sila, etc. So they become basic means and support for the attainment of omniscience, Sabanyuda Jnana. A man of good family who aspire Buddhahood, okay, and so on. So here, skillful to do dana, sila, etc. So that one is also, translation of the Mingon Siaroji's writing, Mingon Siaroji's book. So actually in Burmese, writing, so Siaroji says, so whenever him here, Bodhisattva, performs dana, sila, and anything good, so he must aim at only Buddhahood, not the other, so human happiness or deity happiness or something, any other thing. No, so should not aim at any other thing, only Buddhahood. So that is Ubaya Kosala Jnana. So in this way, we need to understand. So our Tana is a Daytana, so determination. About that one also in the chapter 7, part 7. Great aspiration. So firm standing, Awatana, firm standing. So strong determination, he never gave up. So it is imperturbable. So determination in practice leading to the Buddhahood, never give up. So strong or firm determination. And also Hidachiriya, also beneficial practice, Hidachiriya. So it is development of loving kindness and compassion. So Metta Bhavana and the Mahakaruna, great compassion. So these four factors are known as grounds for the Buddhahood, since they are so conducive to arising of the omniscience. So about this chapter information, so we can learn in the Sayadaw book, but here shortly. So Osaha mean Viriya, Omega mean Banya, Awatana mean Adetana, and Hidachira mean Metta Bhavana. But Sayadaw in his book so explains in detail. So four kinds of Buddha Bhumi, grounds for Buddhahood. Okay, and the next is 16 Ijasaya. Dosa Visauna. So we know the word Jeti, Dehi Samanagato. So 16. So Cha Ijasaya, here you see. Cha Ijasaya, those are Nikamijasayo and the Bawi Wikijasayo, Alobijasayo, Adosijasayo, Amohijasayo, and the Nesaranijasayo. These are Cha. And the so body back here, so body very bagaya sanwaditi, and the Yehi Samanagada Nekama Jeriya body Sadabawika. Okay, so here only 6, but in Sayadaw books, maybe so 16 Ijasayas. Okay, later maybe we can find it. So here, 6 kinds of the Ijasaya. And also that Ijasaya also, great, so habitual action, habitual desire. So Ijasaya in the dictionary only intention or disposition. Ijasaya, but so that is here in Burmese, so Sayadaw's writing, Sayadaw's book. So it influenced the being. So rooted in him for a long time. And also maybe 2 kinds, good or bad. That is just, bad desire or good desire rooted in one being. So very long time. So habitual action. So tendency also. So it just say, So here the ijasayas of the bodhisattva, one of them is so Nikkama ijasayo. Nikkama ijasayo, Nikkama ijasayo. So every life, in each life, he wants to, renounce. That is his intention. Renunciation. And the Bhaviveka, he wants to be secluded. Alobijasaya. Aloba, so lack of greed, or want to sacrifice. And the Adosijasaya, so want not to be angry, and also wish good for the others. Metta, Adosijasaya. And the Amohijasaya, so want to be educated, want to be intelligent. And the Nisaranijasayo. Okay, that's such information in the 4 grounds for the Buddhahood. After that, 16 mental dispositions. Here it's just 16 mental disposition. So the first one is here renunciation. So inclination to the renunciation. That is Nikkamijasayo. So inclination towards renunciation. and they are widely explained. And the Bāwike Jasayo, so two solitude, and the non-greedy Lobe Jasayo, Lobe Jasayo. Is dropped here, missing. Lobe Jasayo, two non-greed. Dosage tone hatred. And the Amohesajaton to non-delusion. And the necessary Jasio to liberation. So inclination to liberation. Inclination. So these six, and also another 10 are inclination toward each of 10 paramis. Oh, so these are as right information. But in the now we are learning the commentary in there. So only 6. But the others are, want to perform 10 paramis. So adose jaseyo, okay. So necessarily jaseyo, inclination, it jaseya, that those translated translate inclination. So inclination towards renunciation, but we got inclination to solitude, alobe jaseyo, inclination to non-greed, adose jaseyo, non-hatred, amohisajyo, non-delusion, and the necessarily jaseyo, to liberation. So 6. So cha ijasaya, 4 kinds of these inclinations. So body baribagaya sanwodati. Body baribagaya sanwodati leads for maturity of the enlightenment. Body baribagaya. Baribagaya mature. Maturity of the enlightenment leads to the maturity of the enlightenment. And the yehi samanagadata. So nikamija sayaja bodhisattva kami dosa dasa we know. Yehi samanagadata. So because being endowed with these 6, so nikamija saya bodhisattva, enlightenment being, who has inclination towards renunciation, kami dosa dasa we know. Dosa dasa we know. Dosa means here no anger, fault. Dosa dasa we know. Have the nature of seeing the fault, finding fault. Have the nature of finding fault. So because of he is nikamijasaya, inclination to the renunciation. So he has the nature of finding fault in sensual pleasure, kami. And the Bāwike Jasaya Bodhisattva. So Khuddaka Nikāya dosa, that's how we know. So because the Bodhisattva has such an inclination towards solitude, seclusion. So Khuddaka Nikāya dosa, that's how we know, has a nature of finding fault in Khuddaka Nikāya. Khuddaka Nikāya, how to say it? So being in group, living in group, society, Khuddaka Nikāya, society, finding in the societies, finding in the organizations or groups, living together with friends or with the other ones. And the alobe jasaya, because such has inclination to non-greedy. So bodhisattva, lobe, those are we know finding fault in loba, finding fault in the dosa, those are we know, and the finding fault in the moha. And the nesarana ijasaya ja bodhisattva sabba bhavesu, dosa we know. Sabba bhavesu. So has
Hi,
a
Sayadaw.
okay.
It's like a typo in there. This lo becca sayaja bodhisatta lo be. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Let's see the dosa.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And so next Saranijasaya Bodhisattva. Sabha Bhavesu Dosa Dasa we know. In each life, in existences, so has a nature of finding fault. So what Jandi, that is Dehi Samanagado Hoti. So Bodhisattva is endowed with those. See, only 6, but the other ones we need to understand, 10 parami, inclination to fulfill 10 paramis. So that is in the Sayadaw's book. So 16 ijasayas, inclinations. And now, so that is about the bodhisattva. Now, Vijjiga bodhisattva, for the Vijjiga bodhisattva. So Vijjiga bodhanam bana kiwa jidam bhattana wadaditi. So that is the question of Banuri Ananda to the Blessed One. So how long will it take to be Vijjiga Buddha? How long will it take? So kiwa jidam bhattana wadaditi. So Bhattana or Abhinihara, so praying or determination or aspiration for the Vijjiga Buddha, how long will it take? Kiwa Jidan Wadati. So Vijjiga Buddha ne. So Dwi Asinkiyani Kabbasadas Hasanicha. 2 Asinkiya and the 100,000 cycles will take. It will take for 2 Asinkiya and the 100,000 what cycle. So that door order not seka. That door order not seka. So less than those number of or less than that time. Lesser than that time. So it cannot be Naseka. It is not possible to be Vijjiga Buddha. And also Bobbe Buddha Newa, so Karana, we did that ban. So in the previous paragraphs, Bobbe Buddha Nina, Karana, we did that ban. It refers to the so to fulfill those paramis and also Obiwoda Nayena Reasinkayani Nasaka. So like the Bodhisattva, so during that time he need to fulfill 10 paramis and also he has to wish. He must be endowed with these, Osaha, Omenga, and the Awitana, Adetana, Hidajariya, Mida Bhavana also. But so here Osaha, whenever he performs so good deeds, that good deeds must, leading to the just the bodies. So Vijjiga Bodhisattvahood in this way. So widely we need to understand. That is why, shortly here. So Bobbe Wodanaye Newa Karana Wedidapa. So Itake Nabi Kalina Vijjiga Bodha Batayando Abhinihara Karane Benja Sambadio Echidaba. So 5 kinds of accomplishment. Benja Sambadio. Why? Performing, fulfilling those parami. So one who want to be Vijjiga Buddha, that is he has strong desire or aspiration. So Abhinihara Karani, when he perform those 10 paramis, he must wish these 5 kinds of accomplishment. Benja Sambadi Yo Echidaba. So this he. So to be Bodhisattva, to be lesser enlightenment being, Vijjiga Bodhisattva, we can translate. Vijika Buddha. So here one is Manosatta, he must be human one. And the Linga Sambati, he must be a man. And the so we kata sawa dasana, we kata asawa dasana. That is different from the bodhisattva. So we kata asawa dasana means so he must see the arahant. He must see the arahant alive. So at least, so we get that he must see the one who is free from the asawa taints. So maybe that one is Buddha or any other Vijika Buddha or any other arahant. So Buddha, Vijika Buddha, and any other arahant. So that is here in this paragraph, you see, we get the Vikada Sawa Dasanandi Buddha Vijika Buddha Savakana Yasa Kasachi Dasanandi at all. Seeing any one of Buddha, Vijika Buddha, and the Sawaka, those are arahant. Disciple of the Buddha, Sawaka mean. So that is one characteristics. And the Adhikaro and the Chandada. Adhikaro and the Chandada like the Bodhisattva in the previous one. Here Chandada also we already learned widely. And the Adhikaro also here widely we already learned. So this one is different. Only 5 characteristics are necessary to be Bodhisattva being, and so to be a Vijika Buddha being. Vijika Buddha, Vijika Bodhisattva. But one is different. Vigada Sawa Dasana. Vigada Asawa Dasana. So seeing the one who is free from the taints. So Abhinihara Karana, Edi, these are Abhinihara Karana, the reasons so to be determined or aspirated. And the so Atha, so Savakana Batana, so Kedakan Wudati, Atha Savakana Batana, Kedakan Wudati, how long will it take to be the disciple of the Buddha? So the arahant actually. So Dvaina Eka Savakana Ekan Asin Kaya Kabba Sada Sahasenja Dvaina Eka Savakana. So two so great disciple of the Buddha, Eka Savaka, so Banariva Saribuddha and Banariva Moggallana, such a one to be such a one. So Ekan Asin Kaya Kabba Sada Sahasen. It needs or it. So one asinkhya and 100,000 watt cycle. And Asidi Mahasawaka name, the other 18 Mahasawaka. So actually great disciple. So Eka Sawaka means the highest one or something like the Banara Mahakasaba, Banariva Saribuddha and Banariva Moggallana. But the other one like the Banariva Rivata, Banariva Ananda, Banariva Mahakasaba, and so on. So for those one, so Asiti Sawaka 80, so great for to be one of 80. So great disciple of the Buddha. Kabba Sadas has 100,000 watt cycle. It needs 100,000 watt cycle to fulfill Bharami. So that the same way. So Buddha sa Madabiduna Ubatakasa and the Buddha sa Jadi. So the same way. Buddha sa Madabiduna to be a father of the Buddha, like the Kinso Dodana. He also need to fulfill 10 Bharamis for 100,000 watt cycle. His mother In the Ubataka, like the Venerable Ananda, so the attendant of the Buddha, who gives service to the Buddha. So to be such a one, he need to fulfill 10 paramis for 100,000 watt cycle. And the Bodhisattva, like the Rahula, Venerable Rahula, to be a son of the Buddha, he needs to fulfill 10 paramis for 100,000 watt cycle. So the door order Naseka. So less than the time, less than could not be, not possible to be one of those. So Voda Neye, Voda Neya Mewa Ita Garden. Voda Neya Ita Garden. This is the reason to be at the Buddha, the Bijega Buddha, so Eka Savaka, Mahasavaka, and disciple of the Buddha, and the father and mother of the Buddha, and son, etc. So Imisan Bana, so Sabi Sambi Adikaro, Chanda Dadid. So this Duenga Sambano Yewa Biniharo Hoti Dunga Due Inga Sambano Yewa, and down with so Adikaro Chandada. Adhikaro and Chandada. So explain it under the Adhikaro and Chandada. Imisambana Sabis and Adhikaro Chandada di. So doinga Sambano Yewa Abiniharo di Wadida. So Abinihara has so two types, Adhikara and Chandada in this way, two types. So by fulfilling 10 paramis for each time, which necessary for those each one, so he can be fulfilled. So abhinihara aspiration, he can make his aspiration to be successful. Okay. Okay, and the next paragraph. So Ewan Imaya Batanaya Iminaja Abhini Harina. So Yata Woda Babi Dan Kalan Baramiyo Buridawa Buddha Loki Obijanda. So when the Buddha appeared in the world, fulfilling 10 paramis for such time, so Kadiya Kulewa Brahmana Kulewa Obijandi. So the Bodhisattva was born, will be born in his last life, so in the family of the Brahmin or so warrior caste, Brahmin caste or warrior caste, not in the other, merchant or any other caste, never will be born. And the Vijayaka Buddha, Kadiya, Brahmana, Kahabadi Kulana, Inyadana, anyone or Kadiya, Brahmana or any other householder lives, he can be. Ega Sawaka Bana. So great disciple, so the higher disciple, very great disciple, like the Venerable Sariputta and Moggallana. So they are born Kadiya Brahmana Kule Suiwa Buddha Viya. Like the Buddha, only in the Kadiya and Brahmana family, they are born. So Sabha Buddha, so Sawada Mani Kabi Na Obijandi, so we would that Mani Kabi Obijandi. So here also, Sawada Kaba and the Woda Kaba, we already learned in detail while we are learning, translation methodology. So other also Sawada Kaba. So what cycle is the lifespan of those being in what cycle is increasing. So 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and so on. So that increasing the lifespan of being, why increasing? So that time is here, Samvada Kappa. So such a time, all of the Buddha never appear in the world. Only when decreasing or decreasing lifespan of all being. Actually, human one, not the other deity or Brahmin. Lifespan of human being. So while decreasing, the Buddha, all the Buddhas appear in the world. So that is Vivuddha Mani Kappi. And the Vijayaka Buddha, so Vijayaka Buddha, so Bodhi Abhadawa, Buddha na Obijana Kali Yewa Obijandi. Buddha na Obijana Kali Yewa Obijandi. Bodhi Abhadawa, Buddha na Obijana Kali Yewa Obijandi. So Vijayaka Buddha, Vijayaka Buddha, Bodhi Abhadawa. Obijana Kali Yewa. So in Burmese Nesaya, little bit different reading. So here in current reading, so Bodhi Abhadawa, but in Burmese Nesaya, Burmese Nesaya is a multi-theologies Nesaya translation, is so fit Buddhist Council version. So in his book, so Buddha na Andara Obijana Kali Yewa. Buddha na Andara Obijana Kali Yewa Obijanti. Not included. So Bodhi Abhadawa, Buddha na Obijana Kali Yewa Obijanti. So to my understanding, so Buddha na Abhadawa, so at the time of the Buddha, Bodhi me here, at the time of the Buddha, Abhadawa, not reaching, not attaining the arhatship, although they practice, but not attaining the arhat, any sort of mega or something. But Buddha na Obijana Kali Yewa, at the time of the Buddha, so like the Vivuddha Kappa, here Obijana Kali Yewa Obijandi. So in the what cycle, decreasing the lifespan of human being. So at that time, they appear in the world. So in this way, I understand. In the Buddha saying Bojandi.
Sorry, Sayadaw. So here we have the Uttana Ubajanagane Yewa Ubajandi. But the subject is Bhajika Buddha.
Yeah.
So what is the case of the Uddana?
Genitive case.
So it means the Bhajika Buddha arise at the time of the...
So here, Obijana Kali Yewa. So the time when the Buddha can be appear in the world, but not. So that means between two, so in the gap time of two Buddhas. So in this what cycle, after the Kassapa Buddhas, now our Gautama Buddhas. So between two Buddhas, but not maybe teachings of those Buddhas disappear in the world. So waiting for next Buddha to be in the world at that time, they can appear in the world. I understand in this way.
So Sayadaw.
Okay.
So who is the subject of the action apatoa?
Bijika Buddha. So,
But what? So what does it mean? So does it mean the bodhisattva, the Pacceka bodhisattva, not Pacceka Buddha?
yeah. So here in the previous one also, the Bijika Buddha, and the Buddha, in the Eka Sāvaka. So they commented that not used the bodhisattva or Bijika bodhisattva. He already used Buddha. So Bijika Buddha, so not being arahant at the time of the Buddha, and between or during the time when the Buddha possible to appear in the world, but not yet. So at that time he can be Bijika Buddha. So those Bijika Buddha can appear in the world at that time.
So here what it means is that the Pacceka bodhisattva arising in the time, during the time of the Buddha, and he's not going to be Buddha. So he's not going to be Buddha, but he arises in during the time of the arising of the Buddha. Is that what it means? So we have two actions here, Apato and Upaccanti. So he's not going to become Buddha. So Buddha Apato. Right? So Buddha in this case is accusative plural, I think. It's not the locative.
Okay, possible. Yeah. So not
Right?
reaching to the reaching to the time of the Buddha.
Yes.
Yeah, great. So his Indriya, his faculties are mature before the Buddha appear in the world. That is why he does not reach to the time of
Yeah. So he's not going to become enlightened, but when he's born in the time, during the time of the Buddha. That's what I think. That's what it means.
I think so. But the thing is, according to the Pāḷi, we do not see the word between the Buddhas, right? We don't.
No, not between the Buddha. That is during the time. So you see, Uppajjana Kale. So in the time of arising of the Buddha.
Yes, that's why when Sayadaw translated between the Buddhas, I say where is it between?
Uppajjana Kale. How do you
So Uppajjana Kale.
again, please?
I think Uppajjana Kale is the Uppajjanassa Kale, right? Uppajjanassa Kale. So it's the time during which the Buddha arises. So during that time, the Pacceka Buddha is not going to reach the he's not going to become Buddha.
Bodhi Abhadawa, Pacceka Buddha, Bodhi Abhadawa, not reaching to the Buddha. Buddha and Uppajjana Kale Yewa.
So here's even though it is the gerund, but I think in this case we have to think that it happens at the same time. The two actions that happen at the same time, we cannot take the action of Apato as happening first. But here I think that we have to take it means that these two actions happen at the same time. So he can arise during the time of the Buddha, and he's not going to become Buddha.
Pacceka Buddha, Bodhi Abhadawa, Buddha na Uppajjana Kale Yewa. Oh, Yeah. Now clear to me. Yes. Okay, thank you. Your suggestions. So, Vijika Buddha, Bodhi Abhadawa. So, Vijika Buddha never be a Buddha, not reaching to the Buddhahood. So, Buddha na Ubhijana Kali Yewa mean, so here, Saba Buddha, Samvada Kabi, na Ubhijandi, only Buddha Kabi Ubhijandi. So, those Vijika Buddha also, Buddha na Ubhijana Kali Yewa. When the what cycle where the Buddha appeared, they can be not at the same time.
No. What I mean is that the two actions. We have two actions, Appato and Upachanti. These two actions belongs to the Pacceka Buddha.
Pacceka Buddha, yes.
Yes. So usually we take Jaren. Usually we take Jaren as the action that happens before the main action. But I think in this case, we have to take that they happens at the same time, which means the Pacceka Buddha, but not the Buddha, but just Pacceka Bodhisattva. When he arrives during the time of the Buddha, he's not going to become Buddha. That's what it means.
Well, Sayadaw, can you translate that whole sentence in English into English first? Please translate the whole sentence into English first, and see what's the difference, Sayadaw. That whole sentence.
Okay. So to my understanding, Vijika Buddha, so do not reach to the Buddhahood, appear in the world only at the time of arising of the Buddhas. That is literal translation. Okay, so I need to find it. How the Mingwan Sayadaw explain.
So how does it translate? How does it translate in the Nitsaya again, Sayadaw?
Okay, in the Nitsaya, okay, I will read in Burmese. So, Vijika Buddha do the Buddha nan Tabinyu Payaro E Andra Ajan night. Obizana Kali Yewa, Payapito Mudo Kala night Dalian Obizandi Pigoi. So that means all Vijika Buddha, so between two Buddhas, but only at the time of, so only roughly translation, only at the time when the Buddha appeared, they appeared. So to my understanding here, so Buddha na Ubhijana Kali Yewa refers to the, so Vivada Mani Kabbe, the Vivada Kabba where or when the Blessed One appeared in the world. Those Vijika Buddha also, the same as the Buddha. Not at the time of the Buddha appeared in the world.
But Sayadaw, I think Dr. Ryan's idea is okay because Juran, sometimes we don't really translate it as a Juran form. We can translate it as like a participle.
So how to translate again, please, Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, so that what I mean is, my understanding is that the Pacceka Bodhisattva, when he arrives during the time of the Buddha, he's not going to become Buddha. So here we can say that okay, literal translation can be the Pacceka Buddha arrives in the time of the Buddha and does not become Buddha.
So this is Bodhi Abhadawa.
Yes. So he does not become, he does not reach Buddhahood.
Okay. And the Buddha na Ubhijana Kali Yewa, how to understand?
So that means, so the Pacceka Buddha arises in the time of arising of the Buddha. So during this time, if there is a Buddha here in this world, then the Pacceka Bodhisattva is not going to become enlightened. That's what it means.
Okay. So
But I mean, it's exactly like the translation of the Nisaya, but here in the Nisaya, the Sayadaw translated, it's like the Pacceka Bodhisattva can become Buddha only in the time in the between times of the Buddha. So when there is no Buddha in the world, he can become Buddha.
So do you think at the time of the Gautama Buddha, when he is alive, so is there any other Pacceka Buddha or not?
No, no. There is no Pacceka Buddha during the Buddha Gautama's time.
Yeah.
I think that's what it means. Because so when a fully enlightened Buddha arises in the world, during that time, there is no Pacceka Buddha.
Yeah, of course. To my understanding also.
Yes, I think that's exactly what it means.
So that is a Buddha name, Ubijana Kali Yewa. Ubijanandi.
Yeah, it refers to the during the Buddha's dispensation.
Yeah, that is why here Buddha na Ubijana Kali, it refers to the, the time when the Sammasambuddha also possible to appear in the world, but not. That means Vividakabba.
Huh?
So now this one cycle is Bhaddakabba. Bhaddakabba, Bhaddha what cycle we called. So other than 5 Buddhas will appear in the world. So after finishing the Gautama Buddha Sasana, but not the next Buddha not appear in the world yet. So during that time, Pacceka Buddha can appear in the world. I understand.
Yes, exactly, Sayadaw. Yes, of course.
Okay. So that is when Vividakabba.
So I think the Sayadaw and Dr. Ryan, you are both meaning are the same, but your focus is different. So Dr. Ryan said when there is the Sammasambuddha, so even there is Pacceka Bodhisattva, but he will not attain the Buddhahood. But the Sayadaw is focused on the after the Buddha, the between 2 Buddhas, so there will be Pacceka Buddha. So actually the final meaning is the same.
So here, Bodhi Abhadava is, I agree with the Mr. Ryan. But see, here both this one also not arguing, but my understanding. So literal meaning of this Bodhana Ubijana Kali Yewa, if we translate literal meaning, only when the time, so when the arising of Buddhas, Pacceka Buddha can appear. If we understand in this way, it may be wrong.
Oh, I see what you mean, Sayadaw.
Yeah. That is why here Ubijana Kali is so possible time when the Buddha appear in the world, but not yet. At that time, Pacceka Buddha can appear.
So and then what does it mean the Bodhi Abhadava?
Bodhi Abhadava is Pacceka Buddha cannot be reached to the Sammasambuddha. That meaning here later will be explained here.
Oh, I see. But
not to misunderstand the meaning of the Ubijana Kali. I point out this one.
Okay, so so according to you, Sayadaw, then there is a real extinction there is real distinction between two words, Pacceka Buddha and Buddha. In this case, when we say Buddha, we only refer to Sammasambuddha.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here, so in this sentence, what you mean is that the Pacceka Buddha not becoming the Sammasambuddha, but he will arise. Yeah, so he will arise during that Vivatta Mana. That's what you mean.
Yeah. Great. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's correct. Yes. Thank you, Sayadaw. Yes.
Okay. And the next line here, Buddha, Sayanja, Bhojati. So all of these Sammasambuddha, Bhojanti, they enlighten by themselves also. And Parija Bodhanti can make the other one enlightened. But Vijika Buddha, so Saya Mewa only by themselves, Bodhanti, so not very Bodhanti cannot make other to be enlightened. That is the difference between Buddha and Vijika Buddha. And the Atharasa Mewa Badi Vajandi, not Dhamma Rasa. Atharasa Mewa Badi Vajandi, or to Vijika Buddha, Badi Vajandi penetrates Atharasa. So the taste of the meaning, but not Dhamma Rasa, cannot the taste of the Dhamma. So I don't know exactly. See here, Atta and Dhamma, what is different between them? Exactly, I cannot see. But the other point, so we can understand. So Sammasambuddha, they knows Four Noble Truths by themselves, and also they can, teach the other one to understand those Four Noble Truths. But those Vijika Buddha, they themselves knows or understand Four Noble Truths, but they cannot explore, they cannot explain to other to understand it. So that is, Atharasa and Padiwajandi, Atharasa and Padiwajandi, Dhammarasa and not Padiwajandi.
Sarah, I think is that the Vajika Buddha can explain about the Four Noble Truths, but other beings cannot realize the Dharma.
No, cannot explain it. So
no, I remember I read somewhere they said that the Vajika Buddha, they also can explain the Four Noble Truths, but other beings cannot realize the Four Noble Truths.
But here, not very bodhanti.
Yeah, so, this is the meaning. That means they cannot make other people to realize the Four Noble Truths.
Of course. So they cannot try to understand. They cannot try other to understand. Only they can try. They can understand by themselves. That is a Vichita.
Do we have the Tika for this?
Adhika what?
I mean Tika. Do we have Tika for this? I would love to understand the word Atharasa and Dhammarasa.
Unfortunately, maybe in other places I will find it about the Atharasa and Dhammarasa.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so next time we should continue. Now I have something to do. Oh, already 1 hour.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Sadhu. Yeah.
Sadhu.